first time today. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Looking for room. It's Martin. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it, open.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Try to get it on the ground. Got room at the 35. And he breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to the air one more time. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll send out the kicker here. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So North Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it. Advance and get what he can get.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to get to him. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Pressure coming. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's moving out of the pocket. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking for space. It's Martin. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Now they're going to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Miami! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
On the move from inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback caught up
you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week, he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Coming after it. He'll pull it down. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. On the ground, it's Martin. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Trying play action. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll run it to the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? 3rd and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw the football. They get conservative. This offense is leading. Maybe that goes into the thought process a little bit.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Harrell. Makes his connection. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mind.
He's going to fire deep. And it's caught inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Feeling some heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Cade! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
26, North Carolina, 0.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll put the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Back to pass, it's Harrell. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing.
Picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Now on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On the move, it's Martin. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's going to run it. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
North North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Harrell. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Pocket starts to collapse. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Martin. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
As a defense, you don't want to give up big plays. You did there, but the good thing is you kept him out of the end zone. Now you got a chance to make a goal line stand, get some momentum back, get the ball back to your offense.
Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on.
You know, this offense knew coming into this season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll bring it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Randolph. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Dropping back, it's Harrell. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. When up top on 2nd down, that leaves them needing a yard here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll take another shot here. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Randolph. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play,
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, and the defense comes up with the sack. And this is the day, this is honestly not what we expected. We expected this to be a high-flying offense. You know, this trigger man is usually really, really on top of things. This is a day he would love to forget.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
North Carolina, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands, it's Randolph. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just steamrolling the defense. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. On the option. The pitch. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. A 3rd and long coming up here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Looking for a crease. It's Martin. At the 45 on his way. After just destroying his way through the field. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The first down for the offense. Now they'll run the draw. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Looking to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Hit the gate, just keeps moving. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situation. Thank you.